So you said you've been here before?
Yeah.
How long ago was it?
That was back in 2016. Yeah.
Dang, man. So that a lot has changed in DC.
It has
since 2016.
Got it. I haven't done much. I mean, it's only been a couple hours. I mean, well, I got in, late, but I mean, it took forever for like my car and shit to like come get me and get to the hotel.
Did you fly into Reagan?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I live about 30 minutes west of here. Next, like literally, there's a Dulles Airport. I don't know if you've heard of Dulles before.
Yeah.
But Dulles is like I could throw a rock and probably hit an airplane.
Yeah, when I flew in here, we didn't fly in there. We flew into what the fuck was that other one? I think it was like in Maryland.
Oh, like BWI?
Yeah. That's the one we flew
Worst
into.
airport ever.
Is
Shout
it
out
really?
to BWI, by the way.
I couldn't even remember. It was like so quick. Like
yeah, they're the dude. Like I get like nightmares. I've almost missed my flights numerous times. BWI is the most random airport ever.
Oh, is it really?
Like you get there like 5 a.m. sometimes.
I fucking hate airports.
I don't. If you like airports, like I can't have you on my podcast.
Right? Yeah. Fucking.
Who likes airports?
The ones I hate the most is probably DFW, which is Dallas.
Yeah.
And then fucking LAX.
LAX.
Seattle, I love because of the food court.
Oh shit!
It's a good.
I've never flown to Seattle, man.
Oh, the food. Yeah, they got a bomb ass food court. It's like dope because the setup of their food court is like smack dab like in the middle, and it's like just a bunch of fucking shit.
Where was I that I flew into? So do you fly out of Phoenix a lot, or are you?
No, I live in LA.
You're based out of LA now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Phoenix Airport is pretty decent. It's easy. That's the best part. You just get in and you're
easiest airport ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Arizona, they make everything so damn simple. It's really easy. Like our streets are, I mean, because we're not as old as other states, so like our streets are based off a grid. So it's like you're either going this way or you're either going this way.
So it's like New York City, but in a rural area where it's like simple. You're not like
and that's why like traffic isn't like too bad. Like if you're in traffic in Arizona, like you're at least moving.
Yeah.
If you're not moving, it's probably because of an accident. But like if you're in traffic, like you're not like it's not like you're like touch and go. Like you're actually like moving. You're just not going that fast.
See, around here, if you're not in traffic, you're probably not in your car. You're
oh really?
You're not, there is no such thing as like a downtime here, man. Like it doesn't matter. Like we'll leave today and you'll be stop and go for 20, 30 minutes guaranteed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
This
what
DC,
about like early mornings?
Oh my God. Don't even. I don't even bother leaving my house. No.
Oh fuck.
No, it's awful. Like DC and LA are the two highest rated traffic areas, like in terms of commute.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, I don't have a all
Oh, I bet. Yeah, you don't need to.
Because where I live in LA, like majority of the shit that I go to or need or whatever, like is all like right there.
That's nice, man.
Like all the comedy clubs I go to, it's literally a fucking $5 Uber ride. You know what I mean? So it's fucking.
Thank God
I
for
don't
Uber.
mind. Yeah, I don't mind. And then it just. I don't know. It's just easy for me. So like I was like, wow, I don't fucking need a car. And if I need to travel far for a show, most likely someone from my area with the car is on that show. So it's like
that's freaking beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
I would actually like to not have to own a car. I have kids.
Shout out to those people though that be giving me rides.
Yeah, you're right. I always see the people talking about like if you didn't get a ride home from practice when you were a kid. You probably sucked because no one cared about you. They were
that is true.
Like if you were really good, you got a ride home and you got a Happy Meal.
Yeah. You got the
And I thought back and I was like,
you were rolling with the family that was like, hey, I'm paying for everybody.
Yeah, you want to supersize it?
Yeah. See, it wasn't like that for me because I played like flag football and shit.
Oh shit.
That's as far as I got with football.
Damn.
Just flag football, and I was fucking horrible at it.
I was
so bad, dude. I was like. I only joined because my friends were playing, and I was like really fucking bad. Like every time I think about it, I go, why the fuck did I do that? Like why the fuck did I waste my because I wasn't even into football, but like my friends, they liked it, and I wanted to be around my friends, so. And then, after flag, I was like, this is fucking dumb. And then I did wrestling for like a week.
Oh, fuck. I did wrestling too for a week. I did it for a semester, I should say, and it was awful, man. Like, it was fucking, I was like, I want to grab dudes and like, this just feels.
It was just too, like, I don't know, like, it was just, I couldn't, if I can't really lock into it, like, I don't feel like no sort of connection. And I feel like I'm just kind of like doing it and I feel stagnant. I'll fucking leave.
Oh, dude,
I won't do it. Yeah, if I feel stagnant with some shit, I'll fucking get out of it.
What were you into?
Skateboarding.
Oh shit.
Punk rock.
So how old are you? Because you just had a birthday yesterday, by the way.
Yeah,
right?
33.
Yeah. Oh, so we're like the same exact age. Yeah. I'm 34, so we're same generation.
Mm-hmm.
So skateboarding, damn, that was one sport that, looking back, so I had a lot of siblings, and they were all into that kind of stuff. Like my brother, like, dude, he was an amazing skateboarder.
Yeah.
I sucked at it though, dude.
Oh, really?
Like I tried to like ollie or whatever it's called, and I would always feel like, man, like I'm an idiot. I don't know how to do this.
Well, the reason why I got into it, like, I mean, everybody was doing the football, basketball, and all that stuff, like the, you know, and you know, I just went for something different because, like, I was like, you know, like I said, I couldn't connect with it, so I was like, well, it's fucking. I love looking at skateboarding, you know. I don't know. I just felt like this fucking and it's like this big adrenaline rush, like when you do it, and it's like, and the thing I liked about it the most was like, oh, there's no fucking coach, there's anything like that. It's just it's just you
out
like,
there in the
you
board.
Literally with skateboarding, you literally are teaching yourself how to do these tricks. Just not. I mean, there's probably classes now, but. I mean,
it's the internet now. You can probably learn how to skateboard like a boss, like
exactly
in one day.
Like when I was, but when like obviously when we were growing up, there was no class for skateboarding. Like you just fucking did it. And then also like Kevin told you I cheered, right?
So I want to get into that. He did tell me about that.
Yeah, he told you that. Yeah. So like, and I did that shit too. That was like, I don't know. That was just something different and fun. And
how old were you when you started doing cheering?
I was 15.
Oh, wow. So you're kind of young, though.
Like, yeah.
My best friend, the reason I wanted to talk to you about it is my best friend to this day. Like, we go back, let's see, 16 years now.
Yeah.
He was a cheerleader in college.
Okay.
And I was an athlete. And I used to make so much fun of him, dude.
Yeah. Naturally.
But then I realized I get to go to all the parties with my homie who was friends with all the cheerleaders, right, at our school. And we had the best time.
Yeah. Those parties are different, man. Yes. The parties are different.
I was like, these people are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now I see why you're doing this.
Yeah.
And a little part of me was like, I should do it too.
And what was also wild too, like, I like, you know, a lot of cats just fucked with me because I was, you know, with all these girls. I was like, I mean, shoot your shot, you know, whatever, fucking do your thing if you want to go for her. She's an asshole, but go for her. That's what I'm saying. Like some dudes were like, You're not getting with her, man. She's hot. And I go, yeah, she's a fucking asshole. Like
she's crazy.
She's crazy. I can't like that. Like I knew like I was around women on a different level than like, you know, most dudes are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Especially like if you play football or baseball, like you're around, you know, majority of dudes. Whereas like me, there was times I was the only dude on the team.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
It's a good ratio.
Yeah. but I mean, there was a lot of time. Yeah, there was. Yeah, if there was a hot girl on my team, you know, like it made me doing that, like in being in cheer and stuff, has made me really realize, I gotta get to know a girl first before I fucking invest in any fucking. Because I mean, I was the same way. I was all googly eyed, like, oh damn, like I joined because I had a crush on this girl. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And of course, I'm all googly eyed and shit. Like, yeah, what's up? You know, and then all of a sudden I get to know them. I go, I don't like you.
I'm gonna quit.
I don't like you as a person. You are really mean. You know what I mean? I'm not saying every girl was like that, but you know, some of these motherfucking girls.
Oh, trust me, I know. I met a handful of them myself, and I'm like, wow.
I was like, oh hell no. Like I was like, so a lot of my homies, I would tell them, I'm like, you should get to know her.
Yeah, you should take your time.
Yeah.
So where did you grow up though?
I grew up in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh my gosh, what was that like?
I mean, you got to create your own fun.
Yeah, boring.
It's boring.
Mesa really sounds like a boring place. I don't know why.
It is. Dude, like, I mean, a good amount of Arizona is pretty boring because, I mean, what we have there is a lot of people go there to retire. So we have a lot of old people, you know, and then of course like constant like the majority of Arizona is a lot of old people because we get snowbirds too. So like so right now there's a lot of, you know, the snowbirds are down in Arizona because you know, because of the weather. And you know, it's not, I mean, it's really hot, obviously. I think about the summers and I'm like, how the fuck was I skating in 120 degree weather? Dude. Like I'm insane for, like, every time I think about it, I go, the fact that we were kids doing that, I mean, I don't think my body can handle that now, but you know, it's you either go two routes with especially with where I grew up. You either get into like, you know, being active and doing something, get creative, and like you get really good at it.
Yeah.
Or you just end up like drugs. Drugs.
Oh,
and,
shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy. It's very easy because I mean, you got to find something to do. Like,
yeah,
you know, and it's obviously if you don't know anything outside of where you grew up, then it's kind of difficult. Whereas for me, like, you know, my first time traveling wasn't until cheer, but prior to that, like, I had a sense of hope because I would watch these skate videos.
Sure.
And, you know, you would see these skaters skating in different cities. So that gave me like this hope, like, you know, and a lot of the videos I see some of the skaters, like, you know,
like X Games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Tony Hawk.
Yeah. And then you see these cities that like, oh, this skateboarding team was skating in this city and then, you know, this city. So it's like really cool, like, to see. So it gave me like a sense of hope, like, oh, there's more out there. So I think I've always been the person to want to like go out and, you know, find more. I call it
expanding your horizons or
something.
Yeah,
you want to go out there and seek, because there's stuff to like learn, there's stuff to, you know, be discovered. Yeah. And I, you know, I'd say, yeah, out of everyone in my, you know, my family members, like my so I have two families, my biological and then like adopted family.
Oh, so sweet.
But that was like, that didn't happen until like my teens. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. So like, so your blood family, was that in Arizona?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
both are in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
But so I had a very abusive stepfather. And
from your original family. Oh my gosh.
So then, you know, the family that owned the cheerleading facility that I was cheering at, they took me in.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So was it bad abuse, like physical abuse?
Oh yeah, that motherfucker was a nut.
Oh shit. I asked because I come from a background of abuse too.
But here's the thing about me. Like, I am so okay and comfortable with talking about it.
Yeah.
Because I love my fucking life now.
Oh, that's
you know
awesome.
what I mean? So like a lot of people, you know, they get terrified, you know, like to touch that situation, but it's like, I don't give a damn. I mean, there's nothing I can fucking do about it. It already happened.
It's already done.
It's done.
Already written.
And it's like, you know, obviously there's two routes you could take with those type of situations. You could fucking, you know, be a victim to it forever and just claim that and let that be your title, or you can fucking say, I love my life.
Sure.
I was a victim before, you know what I mean, during that shit, but I'm not around him anymore. So it's like, what, like, you know, what's done is done. And like, if I saw him right now, I'd shake his fucking hand.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, you no longer, like, he no longer has power over me. You know, what fucking power does he hold over? He's not dangling it. I mean, he can't.
Right.
Because one, I've worked so hard on myself and I've gone out to learn so much. And it's like, okay, what about me? What do I need to know about me? Why am I trying to figure out him? You know, why am I trying to figure out why he did this or why he did that? That doesn't really fucking matter. And people stay stuck on that. People stay stuck on like blaming, like that's it, you know,
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not one of those people. Whenever someone, like you see this shit like a lot nowadays, where people like go after someone for something they did in their past.
Yeah. Cancel culture.
Yeah, and it's the cancel culture, which is insane to me, especially when you get a person that's like, if I'm like, okay, if you're gonna dig that deep to find out, you know, some fucking dumb thing that a person did back in the day, why don't you dig even further to find out why they aren't the way they are anymore? Why what did it happen that long ago, and why is it not continuing to happen? Figure that the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, and you know, it just goes to show, it's like, oh, you're like that'd be like me just constantly going after my stepfather.
Right.
And it does nothing for me. You know what I mean? Like,
you stay stuck with him.
I stay stuck with him.
Yeah.
And it's like, why the fuck would I love my fucking life.
Yeah, I
love my fucking life. And it boggles my mind when you see this shit on a regular basis of someone, and it's like, and I'm not talking like, there's levels to it.
Sure.
You know, there are fucking levels to it. Obviously, you know, but to go after someone for, you know, take the Kevin Hart situation for a social media tweet.
Right.
You know, why don't you find out why the guy isn't that way anymore?
Right.
Why don't you find out why he's at the point in his life where he's at?
Yeah.
Because obviously to get there, he obviously had to do some type of growth. There's no way you get to that and not, and not have some type of growth. Why don't you dig to find that out? Why don't you do everything you can to understand him instead of just going, oh, that's him.
Yeah, 20 years
that's
ago.
that's
or whatever.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's that person.
Yeah.
You know, and I think about that a lot. You know, especially like, you know, because I connected with my biological father when I was 29.
Oh man.
So he did 17 years in prison. You know, and so imagine if I just came at him like, oh, you did 7? Oh, that's you.
Right.
Even though he's like, the dude is really doing good for himself right now.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's doing good for himself. He's working his ass off to be a better person.
Yeah.
And that's what made me fucking go, oh, we could have I went in, let's see how this goes. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he wants to be a good person.
Yeah. Give people a chance.
And it's like, you know, and cause already like when he got out, he told me it was, I mean, obviously he goes, I felt like I was still there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He goes, the way like society, you know, it's like it couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Anything. He goes, and I did 17 years. Isn't that fucking wild?
It's almost 2 decades.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a long time, especially with how fast we move now.
Yeah.
You know, how fast things change. Like that's crazy.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, you know, now he's got to adapt to this world of, you know, it's like, fuck, what do you want me to do? So like, that's, you know, that's like my thing. That's why like, I feel like I have so much strength. Like I don't find my strength in going after, you know, my stepfather. I don't find my strength in going after, you know, my biological father for not being there. I don't go after my mother. I can't go after these people because that's not where I'm going to find my individual strength. What do I like about me? What is the great things about my life? Why do I not need to go constantly tweet, you're a stepdad, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Hashtag fuck stepdads.
Yeah. And it's easy to do that.
For sure.
That's the easiest route, but I thrive off difficulty.
Yeah,
you know?
man. It's such a, first of all, it's amazing you're cool with talking about it because so many people are not, right?
Yeah.
I grew up with an abusive father as well, alcoholic, abused my siblings and my mom. And so I'm right there with you. I love talking about
it. That's what I'm saying. And that's what like people don't like I realize like, oh, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one.
Definitely
There's
not
lots
alone.
of us. Yeah, definitely not alone, you know? But yeah, like I've always gone, okay, if this is the case, then like it's like when people like when there are a bunch of people over here and they're like talking this I always like to step out of that circle, you know, and go, okay, what does it mean to me? What does it do for me? What do I need this information? Do I need it? Like I do a lot of those steps because, you know, I always try to just, you know, what's the most logical fucking thing for me to do for me as an individual,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, and that like. And my girlfriend, you know, she's the same way. Like we both like do this kind of like discover like this, like even though we're together, we do work on individuality. Yeah. Because it's like we do have to know ourselves as individuals before, you know, like not even before, but like just while we're together. Or I mean, yeah, in general. Individuality, to understand that your own individual strength is important. I think it's fucking, you know.
I think a lot of the reasons why we see the cancel culture today is a lot of people have not taken ownership for their life.
No.
Right? They refuse to face the mirror. And I get it, right? Like you said, there's levels to this, right? You know, people who have been horribly abused and assaulted and things like that never got justice for that. And I can understand that in a way. I feel for those people. Yeah. But there are some things you're just like, man, you're bringing up a tweet that happened 10 years ago. Yeah. That this person is now, like you said with Kevin Hart, like this dude is on the top of the world now. He's had to do some serious self-reflection and growth to get there. He's a father. He's a husband. Yeah. And by the way, nobody's fucking perfect. You know what I mean? Dude, I mean, if somebody could imagine being someone who, like someone was in your house watching you every day and had a microscope on your life, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh, dude, yeah.
When we're doing this podcast right now,
I know the amount
on the run,
the amount of fucking slip. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like I used to be an alcoholic, and I used to, I had to go through years of anger management.
Oh man,
and so
you've done some serious self work.
Yeah. So like, and the thing about me, like, if someone tried to, pull some shit up of me and try to cancel me, the thing that would fucking bring my anger back is the fact that, like, my hard work of being a better person is disrespected.
Yeah.
That's what will, like, drive me up the fucking wall. Man. And it's like, oh, you're disrespecting all the fucking work I do right now.
Yeah.
To be a fucking good person. You know what I mean? And I don't think people think about that. Like, I think when people are going after these people, I go, oh, you're reacting off emotion. That's irrational fucking thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
What does this do for my life?
Yeah. And you get sucked back into that too. Like when people, because if I call somebody out, if I were to call you out and be like, man, 8 years ago, you threatened to punch me in the face. Like, whatever, you were angry at me. Well, all of a sudden now my world is consumed by this negative energy too. Yeah. Right. Where I could have been like, the happiest guy on earth. And because I have this bad memory or because I'm not fulfilled in my life. Yeah. Now all of a sudden, I'm thinking irrationally thinking I'm going to bring you down and like show you who's boss, all this shit. Right. And then all of a sudden I'm sucked right back in, dude. Yeah. And I'm on that same shitty level of like, fuck, this is awful, man. Why are we even doing this right now?
People are losing like their jobs, the work or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like imagine if, someone found out about my dad and, doing 17 years being a drug dealer, gangbanging, all that stuff. And he's in this nice home, beautiful fiance, doing his thing. And someone's like, oh, no, you did this back in the day. We got to take this home from you.
Right. I would have never sold you that home if I would have known.
Yeah. Like, if I would. Yeah. No, you got this. This is you sold these drugs back in. No, come on. Even though he's already.
Right. He's done the work. He did 17 years, which, by the way, that's insane, right?
It
takes a serious level of commitment.
And survived.
Yeah. Survived. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Your skin has gotten thick as hell.
Yes. Right? You know what I mean? And he seems so just like, whew.
Of course. Yeah, you get over that hump, which is a huge hump to get over.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't make it that far.
And it's not like I want to go hard on those people. It's just the fact that, like, if there's anything I could advise those people is to really think.
Yeah.
Really think.
Do the about 24-hour rule. Like,
think about what you're doing. Take a step back. You found something from someone back in the day.
Yeah.
Is that person still that person? I mean, I can understand if he was still fucking going.
Oh, for sure. Right. If this dude's like still haunting you, like trying to, do whatever.
Yeah. Call that out. I get that. Yeah. I get that.
They're still moving in silence, still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Call that out. But like, I mean, to call out a person that's just like fucking.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing that, like, because I think about this stuff a lot, because, being in this industry and, I'm growing a lot and, been getting a lot of love and, there was my manager had offered me something and he was like, yeah, we got this opportunity for you, blah, blah, blah. He goes, but they're going to do a background check just so like no fucking media comes at, wow. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's where we've gotten to.
That's crazy.
That's where we've gotten to is just like, oh, what?
Yeah. We're going to interview your worst enemies.
Yeah. I understand but like,
yeah, what? You're like, bro, hold on a second.
Yeah. So they're going to do a dive on your social media, blah, blah, blah.
We're going to go back to elementary school, make sure things are kosher.
Exactly. And I'm like,
oh, man.
Makes me fucking go, fuck off.
Right. That's what you want to say, right?
Yeah, that's what I want to say. But
you got to play the game at some point.
That's the punk in me. The punk in me wants to go, fuck you, to everybody. But,
man,
I got to relax. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
Remember to laugh.
Yeah. I just, I think finding one's inner peace, is a, and I don't like to let mine be disrupted.
Sure.
So it's like, it goes back to knowing your strength. You know what I mean? And then it's just so wild to me that like that people don't even think that like, oh, that's a thing I need to work on too. Like,
yeah,
like, oh, you work out, physically, but you also got to work out mentally.
Man, the mental side is so much bigger, man. I mean, it's the fitness podcast. We can talk about it, but like the mental side of anything, and I'm sure with comedy is the same way.
Well, it all starts there.
Yeah.
It all starts there. Put it this way. So when I started comedy in 2010, and I stopped in 2014 after my brother passed away in 2013, and then I stopped. Shortly after that, he died like April of 2013, and I stopped. Shortly after that. So
were you guys close?
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? That was like my fucking ride or die.
Oh, fuck.
So the thing was, and a lot of people say like, oh, comedians are depressed, and it's like, well, when I was depressed, I wasn't going on stage.
Yeah.
I literally stopped. I was like, I don't think I'll ever get back into this. I was ready to live a life of just like I was gonna like move to some fucking weird small town where it's like nobody needs to know me. I don't need to know anyone else, and just fucking live a life of working some regular ass job, paycheck to paycheck.
Damn.
I was ready to, like, that's where my mind was going. Like I just wanted to, get away. Especially with such a loss like that. Then I had to realize that the people that still, I was like, damn, there's a lot of people that still love me.
Sure.
There's a lot of people that are still here. You know what I mean? And right in front of my face. And I don't want to disrespect them. You know what I mean? There's people that I love just as much as I loved my brother. So it's like, why, that's what got me out of that. I mean, but a lot of mental work.
I'm sure.
Jesus Christ. It took a lot. I quit comedy. I was like, I ain't gonna get back into that. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Although that was the thing that my brother was like so fucking excited for when I started doing it. Because everyone thought it was wild. Like, especially like my close family members, because they all knew me as like, this shy guy.
Really?
So they were, So they were like,
shit.
This fucking, I am a bit of an introvert.
Okay.
So and they just thought it was wild. They're like, oh, you go on fucking stage and talk to these, a group of people. So they thought it was wild. And my brother like loved it. He thought it was so fucking.
He probably
dope.
knew you, like the real you. He's like, this dude's funny as
shit,
dude.
Yeah. So he knew the real, and to see, and for him to see that come out on stage, like he just thought it was so dope.
Is he older than you or younger?
Yeah, we were 2 years apart.
So he probably had that proud older brother, like,
yes,
this guy's doing it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then it took it. There's something that just hit me. So a lot of people were like asking me to do shows along the way, and I would turn down everybody. Yeah, but and then this is while I'm going through this process of rebuilding my soul.
Sure.
And it was 2016. A buddy of mine came to town. I don't know if you know Brent Morin and Jason Collins. You ever hear them?
The names sound kind of.
They were. Brent was. They toured together and shit like that. Brent was on that Undateable show.
Oh yeah,
Dalia. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so they came to town, and they were like, "Oh, you're going up tonight," and that was the difference between everyone asking me, because I could say no.
Sure.
But he was like, "You're going up tonight.
You're getting on that stage."
But he didn't know. They didn't know. Like I was pretty quiet, about it. And he was just like, "Yeah, you're going up tonight." And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't have a choice."
You're like,
you see, that was the difference. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
So then, I get on stage, and that was the first time I talked about something from the heart, like where it wasn't like I'm pushing this like goofiness, like hey,
like an agenda, like a forced agenda,
masturbating, whatever. And then that felt that's when it like hit me. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that.
This is
I can do that. Yeah, and then ever since 2016, I've just been fucking.
Yo, you've been crushing.
Going.
You've been crushing. I mean, I know, like, and once again, I'm not deep into the comedy industry, but occasionally there'll be people come on the scene and you're like, this guy's funny, but like you've come on the scene and then like you went from like I don't really know who you were to like all of a sudden like you're like one of the top people that I see, even associated with other top people too, like out of nowhere. So obviously you're meant to do this, but what was the journey like? So you get back into it, because I didn't realize you'd done a lot before you quit. I didn't realize this was like a thing for you, and I thought you just started back in that time frame, and now you.
So the journey, getting back into it, there was a lot of things that were happening along the way that were just giving me the confidence, because I'm one of those people where I just work. I don't necessarily look for any type of validation or like any.
Accolades along the way or like stepping stones. You're just like, I'm just going.
Not saying like if someone said something nice, I wouldn't. But I just I don't know.
Nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, I've never been like I don't need any words of affirmation really to get me going.
You just shit on my love language, man.
Oh, that's your love language.
So I don't even need words of affirmation. Those are pussies.
Dude, what's so funny is that's my girlfriend's love language.
Of course. Yeah. What is yours? Is probably what? Let me guess for a second. Let me see if I get this right. You're an introvert, though. So maybe is it physical touch?
And quality time.
Okay, because my wife is physical touch and quality time.
So
I don't know if I've interviewed a lot of people now, and people who know the love languages, they always seem if you're words of affirmation, you always seem to be with the person who is quality time or touch.
Yeah,
it's so weird. Yesterday, swear to God, same thing. The dude was quality touch and quality time.
Yeah, and
I'm like, "What's your wife?" He's like, "Words of affirmation." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah,
it's a thing, man. The universe
is wild how it works.
It is.
So but there was these things that were happening along the way. I became good friends with Frank Caliendo.
Oh, yeah.
Which was just a big mentor.
Sure.
To me, he really took care of me. He's the reason why I came to DC in 2016 because I was opening for him.
Was this so? Were you still Arizona at this point? Or
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he lives out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he really took care of me, and then guys like D'Elia. Really took care of me. Like, D'Elia was actually the first person I met in comedy.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he was the first person.
It's a good first person to meet.
It was before he even he was. You could tell it was happening.
Yeah.
And then it fucking happened.
That rocket was getting ready to take
literally,
off.
I met him, and that next year it was just like it's fucking king.
You're like, thank God I met him then.
Yeah. So
that's sick. Though. That's awesome.
And then. I meet Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub. Which
good people.
Yeah, which they all these cats just I don't know why, and I don't know.
That's how you know Kevin Bay too, right? Kevin Bay is through Brian Callen and those guys.
No, I met him because I coached his daughter.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
For cheer.
That's right.
I coached his daughter.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
Met those guys, and then one of the big things that because I was just doing it in Arizona, just going and I was just like getting it.
Yeah.
And then what made me want to move to LA was when Bill Burr let me open for him.
What?
And the way it was just the way it happened. So I was meeting all these cats and connecting with all these cats on a different level. Oh, they actually fuck with me. They actually give me their numbers, blah blah blah, and text back. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's crazy. Text back is good.
Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck?
How'd you do the Bill Burr show?
So I worked at a hotel right next to one of the comedy clubs back home, and he was coming there to do some shows, and he was actually staying at the hotel, and he came downstairs one morning because I worked valet bellman, and we were chopping it up and talking. I mean, I told him I was a comedian, but we talked sports mostly.
Yeah.
We were chopping it up, talking sports, and I think he left that morning, and then that afternoon he came back down, and he was just like, Shapel with an S, huh? And I was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
And then he was like, he goes, are you funny? And I was like, yeah.
People laugh at my jokes.
Yeah, and then he just goes,
That's the perfect Bill Burr impression.
And then he was like, he goes, why don't you come by tonight? Let's see what you can do.
Oh, damn.
Let's see what you can do. Let's throw you up.
I don't know if I was shit my pants at that point or get a boner.
That was probably the most nervous I ever been.
Oh my God.
In my entire life.
Yeah.
That was the most nervous. That hit me in a way where it was it was one of these tests. It was oh, so you want to do comedy? Do you really want to do comedy?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got. And those tests come a lot.
Sure.
So the first night comes, and it was good. killed it.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, why don't you just finish it out with this? Finish out the weekend. Just let me finish out the rest of the shows.
Yeah, and that is awesome. Dude.
And that is what, like, I was like, oh, I actually gained like an actual connection with people, you know, quicker than most.
Yeah.
Like just naturally.
Sure.
So why don't I take my work ethic and that with me to LA? And so I moved to LA in March of 2018. So it'll be 2 years. It's coming up March. Yeah. And people think I've been there for like 5 years, you know, but it's because of what I've been able to do.
What's taking place.
Yeah. Yeah. And, which very kind of them to say that, but, I'm even caught off guard with like, you know, how much I've been able to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think I would have been able to succeed the way I've been succeeding if I didn't work on this.
Oh, absolutely.
If I did not fucking take
You've been through some shit, man. And you've used it to work on yourself, which most people, that's a big missing piece, man.
A big missing piece. I see a lot of great people out in LA that are just straight up killers.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'll see them do shit. And it's like, no, man, you're better than that.
Your talent,
don't need to
be an asshole like
that.
Yeah,
because like, your talent is one thing.
Yeah.
Your talent is one thing, but your mental takes you further.
For sure.
Your mental takes you way further than your fucking talent. I don't give a fuck who you are. I truly believe that. You see it with a lot of people. You see,
sure, man.
Like, it's because I always go, why? Like, I look at someone like a LeBron James. I go, why is LeBron James that good? Okay, and I take that and I look at it, and it's like, oh, he was given you know this physical, you know,
6'8", 250.
Yeah, he was given that.
Start
he was
there.
given that. He was given that.
Yeah,
but you know, he took that, right, and he could have just been a regular basketball player.
He could have been D3, D2, whatever.
He could, you know, because there's a lot of 6'8" guys out there with his size, you know, and can move the way he moves.
For sure.
But the thing he did, he went above and beyond basketball to be a good basketball player.
Yeah.
You know, which that's what I fucking, you know, strive for.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why was he that? That's why.
People are going to remember like someone like that more for their acts off the court at some point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he'll always be a basketball guy, but think about how much like someone like that has brought to the table in terms of expanding the sport in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Like Jordan was great, but I'm a Jordan fan. I'm a Chicago guy, right?
Yeah,
I'm from Chicago. Like,
okay, hell yeah.
Diehard Jordan, right? But if you do your research on Jordan, he's an asshole, man. Like, you know, and that's cool. I had a chance to meet Jordan, and by the way, shout out to Michael. Like he was my hero growing up. But I went to Miami in my early 20s. He was at this club, right? Like from me to you right now.
Oh, okay.
But there was bodyguards like this in front of us, right? And I asked him, I was like, man, is there like, I'm not just saying this. Like, my grandma's the same birthday as Michael Jordan. Like, she's from Chicago. Like, I'm diehard. I was like, I'll do anything for a picture, man. I'll fucking, you know, I'm cool. I'm not going to tell anybody. Like, I just want a quick picture or shake his hand or whatever.
Yeah.
And they tapped him. They're like, will you take a picture? And he goes, nah. And I'm like, dog. And I'm a kid, right? I wasn't an adult. I was 21.
Yeah.
So I was probably acting like a fool. But I'm like, you know, it's about the little things that you do and the way you treat people that people will remember you for, right? And I always remember Jordan as the greatest of all time. But someone like LeBron, even though I'm not a basketball LeBron fan, I'm a LeBron person fan. I love what he does off the court, and I love. I mean, I hate the fact that he whoops at my Bulls team all the time. Like, that shit sucks, right? Like, we're never gonna win when he's on the floor. But it's cool to see him expanding. Not just, I'll tell you this, not even just. And this isn't supposed to be about LeBron, but you know what I mean? He's not just expanding on the court. He's expanding fatherhood. Like, he's a fucking dad like no other. Like, he's involved with his kids. Yeah. Because he's done a shit ton of internal work.
Watching him get excited when he watches his kids play is dope to me.
And people hate on that, though.
Yeah, and it's so dumb.
I'm like, you're not a dad, obviously.
Yeah, fuck off.
And if you are, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're a piece of fucking shit.
Like, they're literally trying to cancel him because of his celebration.
But those are the people that are mad about their own lives.
Yep.
If you were happy with yourself, and comfortable with yourself and secure with yourself, you would never
celebrate that.
You would think it was so cool because you know how much that disrespects him because his father wasn't around. His father wasn't around.
Think about how
his father. Yeah. Like
that's awful.
That's what people don't fucking think about.
Yeah.
And it's like, do your fucking research before you say something fucking stupid.
This guy, I mean, look, if we break it down and we say, would you rather him be on the court, jumping around, crazy, going nuts, celebrating, showboating, whatever you want to call it, or would you rather him be like 80% of the other dads in the NBA who are probably not around a whole lot?
What do you think? What do you think that does for his kids? Like, you're not even thinking about his kids' emotions.
Dude,
you're disrespecting.
That's their best friend, man.
Yeah,
it's their dad.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like, their dad is LeBron James, but he's still a father.
Still their dad, dude.
He's like, he's still their dad.
He's their hero.
And to see, I'm pretty sure if they see their dad get excited when they do something, it just gives them that much more confidence in themselves.
100%, dude.
These fucking
How could you hate on it?
Yeah, exactly.
People are so fucked.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's the problem, dude.
But he seems so strong mentally because he takes a lot of heat. But like that's what I look at when I look at LeBron James, and I apply that to my own life. I look up to certain people, and it's like, oh, why do they have this longevity to them? And in a lot of the reason of their longevity is because of their mental.
Yeah.
That's why they have this longevity. It's not necessarily the talent. It's like when people say that person, like that person will have their run, but it's like, no,
this dude's gone.
Like if you look at a run, what is a run? You know what I mean? Your runs, the people that you're talking about that like don't make it or fall off, a lot of it is because of a mental.
Absolutely, dude.
A lot of it is because of a mental. So to see. How long LeBron's been in the fucking game? Oh, man.
He's been in the game, was it 16 years, 17 years?
16 fucking years.
That's crazy, dude. And he's still MVP candidate 17 years later.
17 years later and still a fucking MVP candidate?
Yeah, still balling and leading a team.
You can't tell me.
In L.A., by the way,
in
which
LA,
is a hard market.
And you can't, you mean to tell me, like no, this guy's, he's.
How can you hate on that, man?
Even at for the amount of years he's been playing, like, are you fucking kidding me?
And there's never been like a bad story about the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember anything.
That's what I was, like, why are you guys?
Like, nothing. Imagine.
The amount of fucking hate that dude gives us. But that's what I'm saying, though. But he's, what I look at and why I admire it so much is because the way he handles all that.
Yeah.
The way he handles all that is so dope.
Do you see it? I hate to interrupt you. My bad.
No,
dude.
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask what the thought popped in my head. In comedy, do you see it? Not to throw anybody under the bus, obviously, but it's such I love comedy just for the sake that it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? I wake up and I can watch something that makes me laugh. Like, that's awesome, right? And it takes a serious work ethic to get to the top in an industry where there's a lot of comedians, right? But do you see a lot of people get a little bit of success and then all of a sudden, like, they turn into like this asshole? They've maybe been that way the whole time. And then they're like, I made a special on Netflix. Fuck you. You're like, what the fuck?
Do I see that? Yes.
Happens all the time.
Oh, my gosh. Ridiculous. Yeah. And, like, the thing is like those people have never been – I mean, I've never had anyone that's, like, been really too mean to me because – you're
a nice guy.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to give you what I give you. And also at the same time, like, I guess I have this aura about me where it's like, I don't want to disrespect that dude.
Dude's been through anger management. I'm not fucking with this.
Yeah, exactly. And but yeah, you see that a lot, and it's like, oh, you think you've learned everything, whereas like I don't think I know everything, and I'm always like, here's the beautiful thing about like when I watch Bill Burr go up. When I watch Bill Burr go up, he doesn't go up on stage as if everyone knows him. He's not going up on stage like that. He goes up on stage like, oh, these people are just meeting me for the first time.
Oh, man.
So it keeps this level of pure authenticity.
Humility, too.
Yeah. And vulnerable, to be able to do that.
That's crazy.
Like I look at that and I admire that. I watch him walk. I see him go up all the fucking time, and I see that and just to watch him not just comics, but fucking fans look at him as like, one of the top greats. Sure. So to see him walk out like that every time he goes on the stage is really fucking cool. It's really, it's a thing like I admire. I remember one night I had to follow him, which was fucking.
That's like if LeBron James was out there dunking, and then they're like, Josiah, you go out there next. Yeah. Huh? I mean, that's probably not fair.
Yeah, you're after LeBron.
Because you're actually a fucking amazing comedian, and following him is probably no big deal for you. But like, that's in my mind. If someone told me, like in my industry, like Arnold presents an award, and then like, okay, Josiah, you're next. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like,
yeah. But it was just one of those like those tests that fucking hit you. It was like I said, those tests that just come.
That's just not by chance, though. Those are like that's the universe presenting you opportunity and give you a chance to embrace your greatness.
You sure you still want to do comedy? Boom.
You're like, well, I got to just shit my pants, but fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, but it was like, and I really had to tell myself is like I said, the mental. I wouldn't have been able to handle that, a while ago, but the mental was like, oh, the crowd's watching Bill Burr right now. They haven't seen Shapel Lacey.
I love that, dude. And do you think, is it because, I mean, you've obviously done tremendous work on yourself. You've also been through challenges, right? You've been through some adversity.
Yeah.
You have some scar tissue, right? Like you've been there. And so now, do you feel like, hey man, worst case scenario, if I fucking mess up tonight, like, hey, I've been through some bullshit already. I can get over this shit, man.
Well, because it was Joe Rogan that put the lineup like that. Because Bill wanted to go up early because he was feeling sick or whatever. And then he was like, it's going to go Derek, Bill, Shapel. I was like,
huh? No. Reverse.
I was like, Dave, you coming in here?
That's so funny. Shapel with an S? Or
Shapel with an S. Oh, Dave showing up. Oh, okay. Good. When am I going up? But, I don't know. There's just no way in hell I would have been able to do that if I didn't have the fucking mental strength. But like, immediately thought about everything I went through. There was something in that moment, like when it was said, immediately I thought about. I was like, oh, I've been through some crazier shit. I think I can go up there and fucking do 15 minutes and be fine.
15 minutes, right?
I think crazy. I could go. Yeah,
we always create these like bigger. Like worst case scenarios, like, oh dude, like if I bomb, my fucking kid's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, like you're like, what are you talking about?
And like, and I think that's why that's another thing that makes me like introverted, because I do hear people talk about situations and I don't want to go hard on people. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna be like, yo, I've been through tougher shit.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, it's not that heavy.
It's not as bad, right?
Yeah, I'm only saying that like, and I say it out of love, but like to prevent myself, because I no matter what I say, it's gonna come off like I don't have any empathy for the person, even though what I'm saying is coming from love. I just stay away from like a lot of those conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you'll get there.
You might want to craft some more adversity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after my brother died, and I had lost my best friend 4 years prior.
Oh my God.
And then, thinking about all that I went through as a child, all that, there was something that I realized. I was like, oh shit, I'm still standing. That means I have one of the biggest opportunities.
Yeah.
Just based off that. That's where I was able to take a jump. And I told myself, I feel really bad right now. I feel really bad about myself, about everything, but I will be better. I had to tell myself that. I was like, I will be fucking better.
Damn,
I won't always be like this. And, just saying that made me, like, while I was going through it made me start being a lot more active, taking a lot more action instead of just like sitting there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to get up.
Got to do something.
I got to do something.
Yeah.
Something. Even just going coaching kids, it was, it was being active, and I was doing a service for people that was making me feel good.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like me giving service to other people made me feel good about myself. It was like just these certain things.
Yeah.
I got a huge lump sum of money from my brother's death because he made me the beneficiary for his life insurance. And I hated having that money.
Damn. Oh, of course, bro.
Hated it.
Give it back in a second.
It was $75,000. Okay. And 75 grand is a lot to anyone. Even if fucking,
multi-billionaire.
Even if someone's like, hey, LeBron, come do this appearance, 75 grand. 75 grand is still a lot to LeBron James.
For sure. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, so, you do a lot with it.
But that 75 grand was not, that did not make me feel better. That did not make me want to, like, I got 75 grand. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So a lot of people thought I was nuts, but I just started helping a bunch of people.
Wow.
That's what I did with the 75 grand.
It's amazing.
And because I every time I look at my bank account, I was like, that's what my initial thought was like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
It was just so fucked up. Like that was my initial thought. Every time I look at my fucking bank account,
take that money back in a heartbeat if I had my brother back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I don't want this money.
Yeah.
I'd rather have my brother back. So, I just started helping a bunch of people with it. And I just fucking, my buddy owned a cheer gym and he needed some equipment. There you go.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
I just couldn't I couldn't bear to have it. I'll get 75 grand a different way.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm not worried. I'm like, it's like when I think about it now, I'm not even worried about it. I'll get it a different way.
Yeah.
But, that was the thing that was just the only thing I could think of to do with it. Was just to help people.
I love
that. And that made me feel good.
Yeah.
Because my brother, he was like my protector. He was always right there, anytime I needed anything, just right there, right on the ball, blah, blah, blah. And so that's what I did with the 75 grand. Just started just doing these services for people, which was like giving me this confidence in myself. Like, okay, I'm doing good for someone. And it wasn't like I was like intentionally,
Yeah.
It was organic.
For sure.
It was all organic. It wasn't like, oh, I'm doing this to make me feel better.
Post it on Facebook.
Yeah, post it on Facebook. Yeah.
Selfie.
Oh,
we're going live. I'm downtown.
Just gave
feeding the homeless here.
Yeah, I know.
Waking them up. Hey, man, wake up.
Oh, God.
Dude, that shit makes me fucking ill, man.
Drives me. It's like, oh, you did it for the fucking.
Bro. I made a commitment.
That's that validation.
I was fucking. I will never do that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
We do things. In my company, we do things like that. We fed the homeless a couple of Thanksgivings ago. Get my boys out to do it this year. I don't talk about it. I don't even talk about what we did.
Yeah.
I just mention that we helped some people, right?
Yeah.
Because, dog, that shit makes me – I almost feel like it's evil and it's a different kind of evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you are preying on someone's downfall.
Yeah.
And using that person as a stepping stone to elevate yourself above that person and claim to the world that you're this fucking saint.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I was thinking of it like
dude.
this. I didn't do that for something back.
No,
I didn't do that. I didn't help you out. I didn't do that to get something back.
No expectations. You were
no
just
expectations.
Let me help you, man.
Yeah, man. I've done some of the like things for people that will never go, that will continue to go unnoticed because I'm not here. That's not why.
That's not why you did it.
That's not why I did it.
Yeah.
I didn't do that for something. I didn't do that because I want. If I do this is you're in need of help. You're a good person. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'll do something for you. Especially if I have the fucking chance to, if I have the opportunity to be able to help someone, that's why I do it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So a lot of these things was, building me back up. I started to find this, life to me, and I started searching out in ways like I reconnected with my biological father, and getting to know him. That was just another boost in my life, and I continue to find these boosts boost or whatever that help me stay on this ascending path.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it makes so much sense, man. I talk about it all the time. Like when people ask me, like, how do I improve my life? You know, like, what do I do, man? I'm fucking out of shape. My job sucks, whatever. I say, dude, be a service to others. No expectation.
No
expectation. Just be a service to others.
Yeah.
No people ask me my secret. How did you get successful in business?
Yeah.
I give every day with no expectation.
Yeah.
I do that with everybody I work with. I just, let me help you.
Yeah.
Let me share your shit. Let me build you up. And I have no expectation for anything.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I get a lot of, I'll get some like younger comics that'll reach out to me. Yeah. You know, because it's, I mean, mainly because I'm easy to reach. You know, you just fucking you got
send me a DM.
Just fucking like I'll
right now you're
like,
easy to reach. Pretty soon you'll be
you know, but
hard to get a hold of you.
If I you know, they're like, hey, you mind if I, you know, sit down and have coffee with you? Or like, you know, hey, I just got some questions.
Sure.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Why not? What the fuck? What is it going to take out of my day to do that?
Right.
And it like, and the thing is like, I'm not going to have these like, this kind of like I don't know what you call these kind of thoughts, but these thoughts of, oh, they're not going to take my advice, they're not going to listen to me. You know, it's easy to say that. You know, they may listen to it, they may not, but fuck it, throw it out there.
So you're giving. It's
really not even that. You know, my precious fucking. You know, I don't have that kind of ego. Right. My precious advice. You're not gonna. I don't have that kind of ego.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
The world's a mirror anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So what you put out is going to come back tenfold.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Forward motion is what it's fucking what I, you know, just all about.
Yeah.
It's just the forward fucking motion of just, you know, even you know, working out is like, you know, that's like another,
I was going to ask you, do you have like do you have, because it's hard, I know being on the road a lot, and a lot of our clientele are people who travel all the time. Like, you're on the grind, right? You're in different cities and whatnot.
Get creative in these little gyms.
Yeah, hotel gyms.
You get fucking creative.
You got to get super creative,
dude, because I'm like, what the fuck? This
got
is
some
what you
fives, and that's about it.
The heaviest the dumbbell goes is 50.
Right.
That's the heaviest.
Of course, man. They got liability shit. They can't throw nothing else in there. Somebody busts their toe wide open, dropping a 75-pound dumbbell on their foot.
Exactly. So you got to get creative. But yeah, working out. You know, I finally found like my solid groove to it, which is, you know, been that boost.
Yeah.
You know, oh yes. And because fucking Joe Rogan keeps telling everyone I'm jacked, and I'm like, dog. If someone said, lift up your shirt, I'm like, oh, no.
Fucking Rogan.
You know what I mean?
The ageless wonder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was like, yeah, Chappelle's fucking jacked.
Like he's 50.
And I'm like, stop saying that.
It's hyping you up.
Oh, gosh.
That's so funny.
Dude, all the time. You know what I mean?
Rogan tells me you're a big fitness buff.
Yeah, I know. And then Shab, on the other hand, he'll fucking talk shit about it. Like, Chappelle eats 2 burritos, 2 muffins, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You ate it with me.
Shab's a big dude too, man.
Motherfucker is huge.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Every time I'm standing next to him, I'm like, this motherfucker.
I would fuck with him.
Yeah. Gosh, and like, fucking.
Yeah, he's a fighter too.
This one, you know what's so wild is like, even to the average guy, he could still beat the average person's ass.
Oh, dog, what? He'd murder you.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even think. I'd be like, no, I'm good, man. Thank you, sir.
He hasn't fought MMA, I think, since since 20. I think
you ever see that dude do the speed work on the mitts? Forget about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, no, I'm straight, man.
Yeah, what he said. He said he hasn't fought. I think he said he hasn't fought since like 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. I saw him fight.
But like, think about that.
Yeah,
it's 2020, and he could still
because he's got that ingrained into his muscle memory.
Like, that is a big. I mean, that's the same thing like with me and cheer. Like, there's a lot of things that like
I still throw some people around.
Yeah, because and I haven't done it since 2013, 2014. Something like that. So so like it's still like
ingrained.
It's just like a muscle memory. Just clicks or whatever.
Damn, man. Yeah. So, comedy. We haven't talked about your shows, man. What's your tour look like right now? Like, what is your schedule? Like, I know we're in DC now.
Yeah.
How often are you on the road?
Oh man, I just started going on the road. I started October, getting my first like headlining
sick.
weekend.
Yeah.
And then I did some in November, and then now I've been going since the beginning of January.
Every weekend, pretty much.
Every weekend, pretty much. So
wow.
And then I keep going until like the end of February.
Okay, where are some of the upcoming?
Oh no, actually no, March.
Where are some of the other spots you're going to be coming up?
So I'll be in. Where the fuck am I going? God damn it!
I put you on the spot.
I know,
man.
Houston, San Antonio.
I got a lot of people who follow us in Texas. So
yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I got
my Texas people. Shout out to Texas people are fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
And their food there. Oh my god.
Oh, I know. I was in Dallas.
Best,
Dallas
dude.
was so fucking fun. So yeah.
Yeah.
I go to Houston. Yeah. Then I go to where the fuck I go? Maryland.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming back this way.
Yeah, but I'm doing the college.
Oh yeah.
And then New Hampshire.
Sweet.
Where I went. Do you have a lot of Connecticut fans?
Yeah, I do. We do have some followers up in New York. I know for sure. The Boston area.
Okay,
so
cool.
Same thing.
Connecticut's weird as fuck.
Dude, I dated a girl. Oh man, this is crazy. I dated a girl.
You from Connecticut? All right, good.
I dated a girl who was in Connecticut. So I went there one time, and man, fucking, her family was so fucking weird, dude. I was like, by the way, when we get back, we're done.
Dude, do you know how great it feels to be, because I was in Connecticut last weekend.
Oh,
do you know how great it feels to be here in DC?
Oh, bro. Yeah. Connecticut.
I wonder why. Dude, I walked outside. The first thing I see, Outback, Red Robin, fucking TGI Fridays, and I was Subway, and I'm like, fuck, dude. And so that already put a damper on me, and I was like, you know what? Don't let it fucking do that to you. Because you know what? I was chopping it up with Rogan before I left, and he goes, because he goes hard on Connecticut.
Oh, he crushes.
He goes hard. No, he just fucking can't stand Connecticut.
Wow. He's got a thing.
Dude, he talks. He has like someone made a compilation on YouTube of him talking shit about fucking
By the way,
Connecticut.
all my clients in Connecticut, I apologize.
Yeah,
man.
it's so funny. He goes, it's fucking full of despair. Like he gets
Jesus.
And this is like, he goes, because he was like, where are you going next? I go, Connecticut. He goes, and I was like, all right, come on. All right, calm down.
Not that bad.
Even when I was like, all right, Rogan, I'll see you later. He was like, hey, and then you got to, dude, this, he kept going. I'm like, fuck. So I was like, don't fucking listen to what he said. Do not listen to, because I wanted to go in there with
a good mindset, right?
I wanted to go in there. Clean slate. Dude.
It was bad.
I text him, and I was like, bro. He goes, I told you it's a trap.
Damn.
It was.
So you got to go back, though. You're going back?
No, not to Connecticut.
Oh, no, you're done. You're not going back to Connecticut. Okay, off. But to say, they're going to boo the shit out of you now.
And I'll comfortably take that.
It's cool. I hate you, too.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. Yeah, you're not going to make me feel bad for it.
Like, have you seen out there? Like, what the fuck? You guys should be cheering.
Even they were ragging on it.
Oh, yeah. People from Canada probably aren't even big. They're not like a prideful state, right?
Yeah.
Like people from like Texas, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like Texas is like, that's another country, you know?
Yeah, that was the thing about Connecticut. They're not really prideful. It's like a lot of people seem like they don't want to be there. But they're there. That's that. I mean, just talking to people after the shows and shit. Like that's what it felt like. It's
they're like, get out. It's like, save me.
Yeah,
Get me out of here.
It was that was the wild thing about it was like, sitting like I was like, oh, you guys don't even fuck with this place.
Oh man.
Like no one was like defending Connecticut.
It's one of those states you forget about, right?
Yes.
Like you think Massachusetts, New York, Vermont. You remember those states.
Yeah.
Someone brings up Connecticut, you're like, fuck, I forgot that was even like a state.
I know. Because I even mentioned, I was like, yeah, fucking, because John Mayer's from Connecticut.
Oh, shit.
And I'm a John Mayer fan. And I even mentioned his name, and they were like, I was like, oh gosh, fuck. I was like, this guy's one of the greatest guitar players of our generation, and you don't even give a fuck.
That dude, Mayer, man. Yeah.
I was like, you don't give a fuck.
I know he's from Connecticut.
Yeah, he's from Connecticut. I'm a big Mayer fan. So
Mayer's he's solid, man.
Aaron Hernandez is from Connecticut.
Oh, dude, I just watched that documentary. That's right.
Bro, I did not need to watch that.
I'm sad that I watched it. It was a waste of my 3 hours. I go, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this information now? I know, right?
I was so mad that I watched that shit.
They were going to have like a breaking news in the case or something, like, and it wasn't. It was
I was like, I didn't need to know this.
He was a bad person. He killed people, and he had brain damage, and he was sexually abused and all this shit. I was like, I knew that, man. Like, I knew that.
Yeah, what do you want me to do with that?
Opening old wounds, man. Like, come on, bro. I'm beyond that shit.
I'm like, literally, they didn't even need to make that documentary.
No, they didn't. There was nothing new that they discovered. It was just in fact, they still don't know why he did it. I'm like, he had problems, man. What makes
me, and then I don't know, just that whole thing. I was like, this is fucking pointless. Yeah, when I didn't even finish the third episode because that's when it hit me. I go, I don't need to know any of this.
All right,
I literally wasted. I was like, what a fucking damper on my 3 hours.
I know his poor family. They're probably like, what the fuck, man? We already know the poor guy had many demons he was battling, man. Like he's a murderer.
I didn't even know who he was until the murders. So because I don't really watch football, so I didn't know who he was. So it was even more of a disappointment that I watched it because I was like, I don't fucking know this guy.
This isn't groundbreaking shit right now.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh.
There is a documentary you should watch though that is kind of in the same wavelength, but it's better. It's 10 times better. It's Don't Fuck with Cats. Have you heard of that?
Why does everyone keep telling me about that? What is that?
So everyone kept telling me about it, and I'm like,
you can spoil whatever because I'm not one of those people like, oh man, you already told me that.
Well, once you're 30 minutes into it, you'll know already. So it's like, I'll spoil shit for you, but I was told to watch it after I made a tweet that I had not seen the documentary. I didn't even know about the documentary. I said, I tweeted, I don't trust men who own cats, right? And I was just fucking joking. I was just kidding. And everybody's like, oh shit, did you watch the documentary? I'm like, what documentary? I don't know what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I looked it up and I thought, okay, this is about a guy who supposedly, killed animals on YouTube or whatever. And there was like this journey.
Oh, he would post it?
Yeah, he would post these videos of him murdering cats.
And YouTube was like, okay.
Right. I'm like, so my video gets taken down because I said the F word. You guys are letting people kill cats. All right.
Wow.
This guy, so anyway, the story is basically these group of these people banded together online. These like people just like you and me, man. People who are like, let's say we both love cats, right? We're like cat people. And they started this Facebook group and they were like, we're going to solve this case. Who is this motherfucker? Because he was an anonymous guy, wore like a hood, mask, whatever. And it's a story about how they basically cracked the case and brought this dude to fucking justice. But let me tell you, it goes fucking deep. And it's not just a guy killing cats. It's fucking crazy what ends up.
Really?
Me and my wife got so into it. Because it started out like I'm not into watching anybody torture or kill anything. I'm like, dude, fuck that.
Do they show videos?
No, they start to show it, but they don't show it. They don't show it, right? I'm like, dude. So
because I'm that motherfucker. I can watch animals in the wild doing that shit all day.
Yeah, like together.
I geek out over that shit like a fucking lying hunting.
Geographic shit.
But
people doing
people doing it, it's like, motherfucker, you know what the fuck you doing?
Makes me sick. I'm like, ugh. But the story itself is so deep and diabolical, man. Like it's insane. But these people who are just like, us, like we're just, man, fuck this. We're gonna solve this shit.
Yeah.
And they do. And it's fucking crazy how hard they work over many years.
See, there's a triumph to the fucking story.
Exactly. There's a good ending. That's
what I felt about Aaron Hernandez. There's no fucking triumph here. I was like,
dude offed himself. That's the ending. And it's
I was like, why did I need to see that?
Fucking
it was fucking dumb.
It's awful, man.
I think why I was so disappointed because I truly believe Triumph is the better story.
Yes.
Because I think at the end of the day, if you really think about it, no one gives a fuck what you're going through.
No, man. We all people only
care. People only care after the fact.
Yeah.
That's why.
Did you make it?
Yeah. That's why I didn't care about that documentary with Aaron Hernandez because I was like,
oh, football's dangerous? Really?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So that I think that Triumph is the better story because no one gives. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Like, where's the fucking But obviously, it does not end in any type of success.
Yeah.
So it just, I just got fucking bored. I was like, oh.
It almost kind of falls in the same cancel culture bucket because it was really almost felt like an agenda to talk about how his feelings were suppressed.
Yeah.
He had to hide his sexuality.
Yeah.
And football is this terrible fucking sport.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It felt like an agenda. And it was like, you're using a guy's tragic, yes, he's a murderer, he's a bad person, but even he's a human, right? And his family have suffered, and the people who he killed, their families have suffered. I'm sure they don't want to watch that shit again.
Yeah.
It's trending now. Everybody's talking about it. It's like, dude, really? Like, that shit doesn't.
Everybody's talking
about it. Where does it?
Yeah.
Like, where do we just draw the line and be like, we don't need to make a documentary about everything? Like, you know what I mean? Let's make some shit about some cool shit.
Everything needs a fucking documentary.
Let's talk about Derrick Rose. Fucking make a documentary about that guy. Like, tears his fucking knee 3-4 times, comes back, and now he's playing really good basketball. Talk about that shit.
Yeah,
that makes me it gives me hope. You know, like I need to fucking anyway. I got some stuff for you, man, because I always give my podcast guests some gifts for coming on. Some goodies, man.
Wait, how do you know Kevin?
Kevin and I we connected through mutual friends. We're both in the fitness space. And so man,
my girlfriend's gonna love this.
Yeah, dude, I got you some shit, some shirts, some stickers, some books.
This. Yeah, we're gonna do some shit with
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
How can people who want to connect with you? What's the best way to do that, man?
I do everything on Instagram. I mean, I have Twitter, but I just got Twitter.
Thank you
for this.
What's your Instagram
I like
handle?
These fucking shirts.
Oh man, I got you.
My Instagram handle is @Shapel Lacey. So SHAP as in Peter, E as in Edward, LACEY.
Well, I'm coming to the show tonight, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, man.
I've been a fan ever since Kevin mentioned your name a few months back. I started digging into your stuff, and I was like, this guy's funny as shit.
Yeah, I try to be.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. Dude, thanks so much for coming on the show,
thanks
brother.
for having me.
It's been a blast, man. I love conversations like this. This is great.
Yeah, this is a good conversation.
Sweet, brother. All right, man.